Good evening all and welcome to round 5 of Simcade League's F1 series. This is the week before our mid-season break and tonight we're at Silverstone. I'm joined again by Ninja. How are you?
Hello, how's things?
Yeah,
I'm grand.
Good.
Yeah.
Hello Gibbo and Craig who are in chat already. Very nice to see people talking away. Wet track 2, I believe it is a bit wet. I think we do have another playing God, Ninja playing God. He's enjoying doing this.
What I do now?
Yeah. He seems to take fun in picking on the rest of them, don't you?
It's not too bad tonight though. It's going from wet to dry, so.
Yes, so it should just be a slight intermediates onto the dry tyre. That's what I would suspect.
Yeah, and it's a dry qualifying, so.
Yes, it is. And to be fair, this track does have a great deal of grip. So I suspect running the wet at the beginning shouldn't be too bad. That's what I particularly say. There's quite a lot of grip here.
Yeah.
So in theory, now as it goes for setups at Silverstone, you got to be kind of careful. Silverstone, you need the downforce, you need the grip. However, you do need the straight line speed because you really have 3 or 4 long straights. You got Hanger Straight, Hamilton Straight, the Wellington Straight. You're coming out of Luffield, Woodcote, or, coming up to Cops. That's all flat out racing. So you do need an awful lot of straight line speed. However, going through Maggots and Beckett's, Stowe, and Club is very tricky if you don't have the downforce.
Well, I think turn 3, 4, 16 and 17 are the only slow corners on the track out of 18 corners.
Yep.
6 and 7 is like a medium speed corner, but they are still quite fast, especially the enter in turn 6.
Yep.
Like you really need to be, I don't know what the name of the first street is. I'm not good with names.
I'm trying to think where the start is now.
Turn 5 and 6, so you get the little kink
Club
to the
coming out.
left.
So
and then
Hamilton
you get the
Straight.
long straight.
Hamilton Straight is the new straight.
Is that the Hamilton Street now?
Yes,
is that what it's called?
Yes, come in there. You start off with Abbey. I've got a map up actually. This is the first time this season I've had a map up because it's all in English. All right, you can't mess it up, can you? Obviously, Silverstone is an old World War II airfield made into a Formula 1 track. Is it World War II or World War 1? I know it's very old.
I'm guessing World War II, because I don't think... Was the RAF about in World War What?
I'm not going to answer that one.
Okay. That's one for general knowledge.
Oh, no, I know the answer, but I'm not going to answer it.
Oh, because officially it wasn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
12 years in the Air Force kind of gets you a slight bit of knowledge.
Yeah. I'll get it out of you later.
Fingers crossed, no crashes or safety cars. Oh, Craig, we need a crash. I don't think we've had a spectacular head-on 2 cars being blown up. I don't mean that in... You know what I mean.
Yeah. Do you know what we are missing, though? We're missing Craig racing.
Do you know what? I think that's where it is. I think that's where our standards have slightly risen. I'm joking, Craig. I'm joking.
Or gone down. Because Craig's very entertaining.
He is. So for entertainment factor down, racing standards and factors risen. The RAF was founded on the 1st of April 1918, towards the end of the first... Yes, I know the answer to that, Craig. What was it called before? Anybody know what it was called before?
The Paper Airplane Club.
No. No, negatory. Right, anyway, as we're doing Silverstone, shall we go ahead from Crofty and he can show us around Silverstone before we head and jump into qualifying? How about that?
Yes.
Yes, alright, we'll be back very, very soon.
Hello and welcome to the British Grand Prix here at Silverstone. The grandstands are packed, the cars have just made their way out to the grid, and we're minutes away from lights out. With good opportunities to overtake at the end of the Wellington and Hanger Straights, there's a lot of potential for close action around the 3.6 miles of Silverstone circuit. With 18 corners and average lap speeds of around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the longest and quickest circuits on the calendar.
Hello?
No. Apologies
No.
for the blank screen. That was me answering a question from Ninja. No, there's no hot lap. I don't really do hot laps. I guess I should. But my hot lap's not very hot. They're more damp.
Yeah.
Mediocre. Yes, Craig, you are right. It is for the viewers. We are full of wonderful information as we just wait for the lobby to set up and everybody to be ready. Who else we got in chat? Footy, Golf, hello. Vortex, Craig, obviously, and Gibbo. It's all nice to have you all here with us. Whew.
Sorting things out here.
He's still struggling. Ninja's still struggling with his capture card.
No, I'm sorting out the lobby.
Oh, you're sorting out the lobby.
Yeah.
Oh, with Simmy. As we have some minor changes in the
No,
weather.
we're just trying to get Extinct in.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, our fellow Indian friend.
Yeah.
So we do have 18 minutes of qualifying coming up, and it is a 26 lap race with on and off weather. It is going to go from wet to dry. Don't know the percentage. We shall know when somebody gets in the lobby. Hello, Jack. How are you? Remember to
Trying
like
get
the stream.
Extinct in. Let's see. Let's try and get him to restart.
As we're just waiting for Extinct to get in. Looks like we're going to have 17 drivers on track, which is not too bad.
No, it's not
Very
too
good.
bad. No.
It's very good.
Yeah.
As we are making some plans for Season 5, 17 drivers on track is very good.
Yeah.
Have you been keeping up with the pro esports races this week?
I haven't. And be brutally honest, I'm not a big fan of them.
No?
No. Because I feel it's too close.
Okay. You mean
You
the
know,
standards are very close?
The racing, the times where it's like 2/10 between first and last.
Yep.
And it's not really. It's kind of difficult to word it in a way that's negative, but it's not negative. It's like they're at the peak of their game, but
Yeah.
it's like they can't get any better because the game won't let them get any better. If you know what I mean. So the skill level
So
is like peaked.
they're limited by the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's why I'm not a big fan of it, because it's like everyone's so quick and it's basically trains the whole way around.
So
and
I
there isn't-
believe yesterday's Monza race, a Haas driver was the first ever person to win an esports Monza race from outside the top 3, or outside the top 2, I believe.
Or say it again, sorry.
He was the first driver to win at Monza from outside of the top. It was either outside the top 2 or outside the top 3.
Yeah, you see, that's not a good stat.
Well, that is just showing that P1 all the way
Yeah,
to the end.
Yeah, it's like, especially with Monza and it's big long streets, there should be loads of overtaking.
Yeah. I think there's overtaking further on at the back of the grid, but I think the person who's in front usually dominates the race.
Yeah.
So that's just a bit of a quick esports catch up. As that is the only thing that is going on this week. We have no F1 this weekend, so we must
No,
wait.
ready to go to Brazil.
Brazil,
next weekend.
oh, one of my
My
favourites.
favourite track, So
Love it. Brazil has got to be up there. Silverstone and Brazil, way up there.
Brazil, Canada.
Yeah, Austria. I like Austria. Oh, you get sick of Austria, don't you?
I'm not a big fan of Austria. It's just streets. That's why I'm not a big fan of Monza either.
Oh, I like Monza.
But Brazil, Canada, and I don't even know what my third one would be. I think Zandvoort has like crept in there now. I really like the flow of Zandvoort when you like really hook up a lap. It's so much fun.
So whilst we're waiting then, everybody that's in chat, 14 people, what is your favourite track, guys? What do you like driving? What's your favourite? Favourite? Sounded like a 5-year-old then.
Yeah.
What tickles your guys' fancies?
Right, I'm giving a 2-minute warning.
Well, we're 7 minutes late currently.
Yeah. This is the issues.
Cornish, Brazil. Yeah, there we go. It's up there, isn't it?
See, for some odd reason, Extinct's showing up offline. I'll try him once again. Let's see. Yeah, I think Brazil is up there with a lot of people.
Footy, ones where I don't crash. Which isn't many of them, but Brazil, if any. It's just so smooth. The track is smooth. There's not a lot of bumps. The Senna S's is gorgeous going down it. It just feels like a great racing track.
Yeah.
The uphill climb, you feel like you are flying into space, if you want to put a better word, going up that hill. It just keeps going and going and going, and then all of a sudden you're shooting down.
Yeah. Oh, have we got someone in?
We have, no, 16 still.
Oh, I seen something loading. But yeah, no, I think we need to get started. So
yep, let's get everybody going then. Let's go. Ready up, everybody. Let's go, go, go. Alright, quick run through of who we've got racing today, then if I can get it done. No, I'm definitely not going to get it done in 29 seconds. I can talk, but I can't talk that quick.
Beat talking. It's the future.
So we are expecting a dry qualifying here. So
yeah, it should be dry, and then I think the race weather is wet at the start to get drier throughout the race, and hopefully the rain doesn't be about for too long.
Yeah,
maybe about 10 laps or so.
Here's hope.
Not enough for someone to switch to like mediums and do the rest of the race. We want to like spice it up, and it's like give people a. It's like, do we go on softs for 2 runs on softs, or do we just go like stick on the hards to the end of the race? Which we have got people in here that can do that, like Core, who loves to drive the tires basically to the limit.
Well, he did a whole wet race, didn't he?
He did.
On one set of tyres. Last week.
I think it did cost him towards the end of the race.
Yeah.
Because he just had no pace.
So, people we're looking out for today, obviously, our championship leader at the moment, Dodo, and closely followed by Cornish. We've got no Mans this weekend. Mons?
Yeah, Mons isn't here, unfortunately.
We have...
But we do have Rob Hamilton, which I think we've experience of racing with before.
Yep.
And he seems pretty quick.
Okay. Very good.
So,
we do have the returning of Footy, Cody, obviously our usual of Simi, Fenton, V2, and Tom. Tom's back, actually. Return of Tom. It's been a while.
Yes.
Tom, hasn't it?
Tom's
2 races?
Back. Tom's been busy, so
Tom's been
good
very
to see
busy.
him back.
It is getting that busy time of year, and luckily we are hitting our mid-season point, and then a quick stretch, 5-week stretch, just before Christmas. I think we finish up, don't we?
Yeah, about a week or so before Christmas.
There we go. As we do look like we have a Mercedes. I do like this pit lane camera. This has to be one of the better pit lane cameras.
Yes, because you're like lower down and you can actually see in.
And you can see, well, you see all. I can see pretty much all the garages.
Yeah,
it's a very nice. Oh, and I've just jumped on board V2, who is just about to exit the bits. Let's put some details on, shall we? Not that telemetry. And about that, and about that. There we go. So I'm hoping, what we are hoping and praying for is best of the rest V2. I've heard that his pace has been picked up slightly compared to the front runners on this track. He seems to have found himself at Silverstone.
I think we were talking about this earlier, just when the guys were doing practice, and I think V2's picked up about 4 seconds already this season.
Well, let's stay on board with him on his outlap. There's a bit of some weaving of the tyres there already.
Which is quite a big jump. 4 seconds is a lot in Formula 1.
That is, yeah, that's leaps. It's 4 seconds.
Yeah.
It is absolutely ridiculous. Unfortunately, tonight we don't have the constructors and driver standings. However, Ninja has them personally, so I'm pretty sure he'll shout a few out.
I'll show it in just 2 seconds as I'm sending the tweet.
Oh no rush. Yes, we do like a bit of social media.
Yeah.
Don't forget, guys, to check out our Twitter page. What we're doing when we're doing it.
We're missing Mitch and stuff. But let's see. F1 announcements, and then we have the standings. So, who do you want first? The drivers?
Yeah, we'll go for the drivers, shall we?
So, the drivers at the top is Dangerous Dodo with 41 points. So, he's 9 points ahead of Cornish. Mons is on 31, 1 point behind Cornish, so it's quite close. Gibbo sitting in 4th on 24 points. Golden Flame on 16. Extinct is on 14, so hopefully we can get Extinct in, because he'll want to make some points there. Core's on 12. Only done 2 races though, so he's right in the fight with only 2 races done. Jack's on 10 points, and then we've got this battle then after that. Sibby, followed by Footy, Cameron, Mantis, V2, Stevie Mac, Fenton, August, Tom, Rob, and Golf Maniac are all making up the points. There's only 7 points between all those drivers.
Wow.
And then down the bottom, people who hasn't scored any points yet are Robert Knight, J Ray, HL, Barenko, Cody, and Mike. So it's not easy, but they're working hard on it. Constructors is looking with Alpine on 41, Aston Martin on 35, Williams on 32, Mercedes with 31, Ferrari 27, Red Bull on 20, Alfa Romeo on 13, AlphaTauri on 11, McLaren on 9, and Haas on 4. So all the teams have actually scored points, which is nice.
Which is what we wanted.
Were dragging behind at 1 point there.
Well, it was the AlphaTauris that had no points a couple of races ago, and then with V2's upsurge in performance and points, they seem to have sort of yanked it back a bit. He does have, however, a new teammate, as he just posted 129.3 with Dangerous Dodo. Has just set the benchmark with a 127.4, so we will see some improvements in there. But as we're saying, the AlphaTauris had no points whatsoever up until a couple of weeks ago. But V2's interim teammate this weekend is Rab Hamilton. There seems to be about a bit of distance between them currently, but I'm sure that wasn't V2's fastest lap.
No, I think they'll probably do a sighter lap, as they call it.
Yep.
First up, so
unless you're Dangerous Dodo and you just go out, balls to the wall and
send it.
Yeah. Everybody improve on that if you can.
Yeah.
We did have a Mercedes the wrong way a couple of seconds ago. It seemed to be around about on track. Ooh, I don't know.
That'd be Golden Flame. There's only Mercedes out there.
Yeah, it was near Luffield. Where he was round. Golden Flame is the only Mercedes.
Yeah. Because Extinct should be teaming up with him.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Connection issues.
Yeah.
As we're on board with the Haas of Tom. As he sweeps around the hangar straight. Oof, that's scary fast, isn't it? It's scary. Oh, he's not the hangar straight, sorry.
He's under Magnus Baggins.
Yeah, now he is, yeah.
So the question is, do you think you can go too wide around that corner?
Depends on how much you trust the other person.
Yeah.
Personally,
it's a very tricky corner at high speed.
Personally, I'd say yes.
Yeah.
But it just depends.
Apex.
Yeah, it just depends who you're going around with.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be done. As everybody saw on Monday night, you know, it can be done. And that was around Miami.
Yeah, true.
So Tom puts in a 130.1 there. People out on track at the moment on outlaps. Cody is out on an outlap. Fenton and Golf. Just go on board with Fenton. He's another one of the... says this week feels comfortable.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how much practice he's got done. Quite busy with uni at the minute, so.
I thought he was on his off week.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Like he's on his off week, but
129.3.
I think he's one of those drivers that probably could improve more if he had more time to practice as well.
Yep.
That's Golden Flame having more issues, or is he just getting out of the way? He might have just been getting out of the way there.
But the general consensus with the lads at the moment have been in and around chat where you can. Very competitive with Fenton and Golf Maniac on F1 at the moment. They're checking out their paces on time trial.
Yeah, on the little app, which is really nice.
Is that generic? Can you do that from PlayStation or is that just PC?
It's on PC and on mobile. It's like the official Codemasters app.
Oh right, okay. I'd have to spend far too much time on that if I was doing that.
I think one of the best features is that you can compare your lap time with another.
Yep.
And you can watch the cars go around.
Oh, that's very good.
And you can change the view. You can have like a top-down view or like cockpit view and stuff like that there.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. All like 3D modeled kind of, they're not the real cars, it's just the little like ghost cars kind of thing.
Yep.
But it's a good indicator of where you're losing time.
A bit like doing time trial without doing time trial.
Basically, yeah.
So this week in F1 news, the game news has seen the sports pack update, which has seen all the new shapes and designs of the cars, plus the details in liveries updates as well. It's nice to see how the cars are evolved. Some more slight than others. And I don't think some are also a true reflection. Oh, as Gibbo there is just invalidated. Some are not a true reflection of what's actually going on in the cars, obviously.
Yeah.
There's some bits missing, some bits different. Biggest changes, I think, if I remember rightly, were the Mercedes and the Red Bull, I think, were the biggest changes.
Yeah, I think the Mercedes got a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Especially the front wing. Now, how that transfers over to this, because, game-wise, it's like hitboxes and stuff. I wonder, is the hitbox actually, accurate to the car, or is it just like a generic box? Because that could be the reason why cars get stuck together sometimes.
Because it's generic.
Yeah. So instead of, the hitbox going in at the rear of the wheels,
yep,
it's just like a actual box.
We have a new person that's joined.
Yeah, unsure who that is. I wonder was Extinct trying to join on his old account?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Does he have an old account?
Well, I think his PS Plus ran out, so he's using his friends.
Oh, right, okay.
So I wonder was he trying to join on his friend's account? Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's Extinct.
Right, okay. So he is in now. So we do have 17 on track. With 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to qualify. And it seems like everybody's in the pits, raring to go for their second or third run, as we just watch Brad Hamilton try and improve. He was up in Sector 1 by a tenth. I didn't really see his Sector 2 times. Let's see what he can manage in Sector 3. Ooh, a nice snap for the rear end knot. Yeah, he's only 0.02 of a second up. So it's further securing P4, best of the rest.
Yeah.
So
just
far.
on board here with Gibbo, who's one of the 2 drivers not to set a time yet.
Okay.
As he's coming in now to the final corner. Oh, he got a bit loose. Oh, that's a big shame.
He didn't invalidate though.
No, because he just slid the car on the track.
So it does manage to put himself into P8, middle of the pack. It's not too bad where you want to be right now.
No, but I do feel like he could have probably got up to... I'd say he lost probably a second there.
Wow.
So he probably would have been up near the front of the grid.
I'm sorry, but just looking at these time screens, the general competitiveness from second down to Simeon 12th is staggering.
Yeah. They're extremely close. Even Tom's there.
Tom and Cody, they've got time to improve as well as Golf.
Yeah.
They all got time to improve. It's just absolutely staggering. How have we created a grid that is so from where we were a couple of years ago to this, or a couple of seasons ago to this, is phenomenal. The time that these lads are putting in.
And I think that is, these guys are racing with each other nearly every week. And they've improved together. Yeah. And it's just got closer and closer. Because I'm pretty sure we had drivers like maybe 6, 7, 8 seconds slower. Not even in the front runners, like, you know, 4th to 8th could have been about 3 seconds between them.
I'll just jump on board here with Footy, who seems to have found himself in a pretty nice place in P2.
Yeah.
You know,
is he on a hot lap?
He is, yeah. He's just coming around to the end of Sector 1. Let's see what his sector time is. Let's see if he's up or down. He is currently up on his time slightly. Just slightly. 3 minutes of a second.
Oh, wait, he's retired in the pit. Never mind. But yeah, no Footy's pitting in the times. Footy's very quick. He just needs to stop spinning. I think he's took that mantle off Gibbo. Gibbo had real issues with spinning last season.
Yep.
I think it's Footy this season, so maybe they're just passing the baton around.
So he comes around Maggots and Beckett's now. Can he keep it all nice and tidy?
He's invalidated.
Oh, yes. It's just, these cars look absolutely brilliant coming around Maggots and Beckett's, don't they?
Yeah. He just took too much of the curb there.
Let's see who else we have on track at the moment. Cornish just about to come around Sector 2.
Yeah. That, what do you call it? Aston Martin looks really nice.
It does. They seem to have got rid of some of their black and added a bit more of the colour. Got rid of a bit of the carbon, haven't they?
Yeah, a bit more yellow. Is it yellow? Mustard? I don't know what you call that.
They'll probably say golden, won't they?
Yeah.
With snobbish and say it's gold. Because it's a winner's car.
This is the old... No, that's the Mercedes. The old Braun GP car, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So, he come in now to the final corner. Can he improve?
Can keep it nice and tidy there. Because puts himself into P2 at 128 dead. And I mean, very, very close to being 128 dead as well. I'm very shocked that Dodo's that quick. That's the whole...
He's very quick, but then, you know, it's Silverstone, home Grand Prix as such. These guys always practicing it. I think this is one of the circuits that's on our calendar every year as well.
I think I won't let you take it off, will I?
I don't think I'd want to take it off, you know. It's like... I think Silverstone is F1 as well, you know.
This Golden Flame seems to have put himself up there as well with a 128.0 as well. The timings between them, there's 8 thousandths of a second between Golden Flame and Cornish. That is ridiculous.
It's incredible.
Margins. This is blink of an eye stuff. Well, it's faster than blink of an eye, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is
yeah, you wouldn't
staggering.
Even have a chance to even close your eyes.
No, as we're just coming to what is 2 minutes 50 seconds left.
Stinkt.
This is just going to ruin his lap.
Yeah, first corner, he's just took too much curb, so
I think we need
ERS off.
We need to get on board with V2. Is he just coming around the last corner? No, he's not. Back straight.
No, he's on that's turn 1.
So it's just started the lap. Yeah, it just
started his lap.
There we go. So confusing, this track, isn't it? Because obviously we had the reimagined, pit laned track. Ooh, very loose coming out of there. He's followed very close by his teammate, who is also on a lap.
Yeah,
so
they working
getting
together.
The toe. I don't know, because Rab had to get off the pedal then.
Yeah.
Sometimes the toe can work to your advantage. These cars are not as bad in the turbulent air. You can sit and still get a bit of a toe.
Yeah. Is he flat out through here? Just a little bit of a lift?
No, V2's lifting quite considerably.
He's managed to keep it on the track though.
Oh, it's cut a corner.
Much,
yeah, no, definitely. This V2 backs off.
Rab, though.
Is he going to back off and let his teammate through? It's going to give him the toes. A Mercedes being a lawnmower there.
That must be...
A Golden Flame. A Golden Flame's in the pit lane. Oh, no, that'll be...
Oh, it's
extinct, yeah.
Right, just V2 of time. Yeah, he's got a minute 17. He's got half of his ERS, so he can go again.
Yep.
Whether he does or not, I think he will.
Good showing from Jack. He's been struggling with a bit of consistency these past couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's sitting nicely there in 7th place. Not far off the pace.
No, middle of the pack. It's where you want to be here. He's got just under a minute left of qualifying. We're just checking Fenton's, just taking us around the first sector. Let's see where he is as he comes to the end of the first sector. He is... Oh, he's lost 0.3.
Not good, but Jack is up.
Jack is up. Let's go. We haven't been on board with the McLaren this evening so far.
Not beautiful.
Oh, it's... How's that car still in one piece?
I've no idea.
Did he manage to cross the line then as well?
He crossed the line, but he was 0.036 slower.
Oh dear.
So he lost about 0.2 there.
So Jack is retired, and we did have an Alpine there. Whoa, it gets out of the way.
Yeah.
The game does have weird things to do, doesn't it?
Yeah. Who is that? That is Dodo. Dodo's going for one last hurrah.
Let's go on board with our championship leader.
Yeah. Is he maybe trying to get below that 127 mark?
If he is, he's crazy. Coming down the Wellington straight now. Using all of the ARS that's given to him down there as well. This is a tricky little section. This is a tricky section though, isn't it? Luffield. Tricky.
It is. It's trying to get on the par as early as possible, but not too early where you're going to run wide.
And how many lines do we know through there? There's so many different ways to take Luffield.
Yeah.
The Hamilton way, you go out wide, cut in, and everybody else usually just tucks in.
I prefer hugging the curb.
Better exit on the wider line though.
There is.
Oh, there we go. Purple sector 2 for Dodo. He's pushing like crazy. He's got no need to push.
Yeah, I don't think he's pushing as hard there. He's not using all the curbs sometimes.
But it's a game. And he does not improve on his time. Wow.
That's a very consistent time.
So he lost all of his time in sector 1 because it was purple sector 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So it seems that everybody has then finished. Now, that was the last person to cross the line was Dodo. Timing it to sheer perfection at the end there.
Yeah.
So as we just wait for... Oh, there we go. I was just going to say. But the game beat me to it.
Yeah.
As always. There we go. We'll just do a quick run through of the starting lineup. It will be Dangerous Dodo sitting on P1, followed by Gibbo. Nice shot there from Gibbo, a bit more consistency. In P3, Footy, followed by Cornish, Golden Flame, Cornish Mantis, Rab Hamilton, Extinct, Core, Jack, Fenton, Golf Maniac, V2 disappointing qualifying there for V2, Simi, Tom, Cody, and at the bottom and the back of the grid at 17th is Mikey.
Yeah.
That is a grid.
That's a very solid grid.
That is from 3rd downwards, competitive event as anything. 3rd all the way down to 12th. 13th, V2. And in fact, the whole grid, competitive.
It's a little bit surprising seeing Cornish in 4th. But then I think Footy and Gibbo's put in solid laps there to take 2nd, 3rd. But
no points in qualifying. Beat you to that one, did I?
Yeah, exactly. Qualifying only gets you where you start.
Where's the rain? Here's the rain.
Good old British weather.
It is. So, just before we wait for all the cars to hit the formation lap, just remember, guys, we are doing what we are doing for Combat Stress. This is for the 2nd season running. We've got a target. We are definitely going to hit it. They are a fantastic charity, helping veterans with mental health. It's very serious. Not something to be pushed aside. It is a silent killer. So if anybody is struggling, do contact a veteran, Combat Stress, or any other stress related. Go to your GP or just get talking to anybody. Talking is
Yeah.
the key. But don't forget the link. There we go. Thank you very much. It's just hit our chat for donating such fantastic charity.
Yeah. Like if you are outside of the military as such, we were fundraising for Mind earlier on in the year, and they're a good charity to reach out to as well that covers mental health. So there's plenty of help out there. It's good to talk about it. And like our sponsor Takona says, it's okay to talk. So,
It is okay to talk. And on our sponsor this season, for the remaining 5 races, we've teamed up with Takona, who fantastic again, just spreading the word, getting out there. They do brilliant t-shirt designs, car meets, coffee meets, car enthusiasts with mental health in mind. It's probably the best way of saying it.
Yeah.
Or is it mental health in mind that love cars? One of the two.
One of the two.
Go check out their website, go buy a t-shirt, go show your support to them. And they've been absolutely fantastic for sponsoring us for the remainder of the season.
Yeah. Which I just noticed you don't have the overlay up. But, yeah.
Wait a minute. I can fix that. Wait. Has that been like that the whole time?
I think so. I just looked across.
There we go.
Oh, where is it? There it is.
There it is. Apologies. That's because I was doing some recording before.
Ah, that makes sense. There we go. Showing up for the race, that's where we need it. So, formation lap, which is very quick. Dodo's like not holding back here. He's going for it already in the formation lap.
Making sure to get all that heat on them inters. As we did find out on Monday with a bit of Miami, when they go cold, they do go cold. You do need to work on them. I made a bit of a mistake on the safety car restart to let them go slightly cold.
Yeah.
You do need to work these tyres. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we do need an update in chat, but I think we're going to be a bit too late for an update in chat on how long is this rain going to last. Oh, there is Alfa Romeo going wayward.
Oh, that's Mattis and Golden Flame maybe having a little bit of a touch. Yeah, no, the thing had up there that it was going to be raining the whole race, but it shouldn't be.
Oh. Well, again, typical British weather, isn't it?
But I'm guessing the predictions doesn't take into consideration the weather change. It's all like, if you start on the intermediates, this is where you can go with the intermediates before changing them.
Oh, do you mean the pit stop predictions here that's just going now? Right, okay, yeah, I get you. Yeah, I don't think predicted pit stop strategies, yeah. I think last race we did that, came up 3 times. It loves telling us what the game predicts.
I'm hoping it isn't too long before it dries out.
Hopefully.
It will be so much fun if it like clears up after like 2 laps. Just like pure panic getting into the pits.
It doesn't look muggy.
No,
it looks kind of
like
bright.
Overcast with a little bit of drizzle.
Yeah. And here in the UK, we love a bit of drizzle.
We do.
Because that's all you seem to get. As Dodo is just backing the pack up before he hits the grid. Can we get a clean start?
One of my favourite things though is summer rain, so nice hot day.
It's a lyric in a song, that isn't it?
Probably. So we get lined up. Oh, Footy overstepped his mark.
Everybody, Tom, Benton, Mikey. Oh dear. All right then. Here we go. Are we going to get some lights? As we get some engines revving. I can't see the lights. There we go. And all the lights are out and we are off racing as it looks like Dodo gets a fantastic start. Footy has lost a few places at the start there and Gibbo still maintaining his P2 as everybody tucks in to hit the first corner. And we have a Mercedes off the track there. The left-hander Ferrari of Gibbo on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Don't know if there was contact there with Cornish because they were very close on track as there was yellow flags in sector 1. And a Mercedes that's not even on the track.
Yeah,
Golden
that's
Flame.
Both Ferraris and the Mercedes, so that's a lot of places lost already.
This Golden Flame seems to have lost a lot of places there. With the biggest winner there, I would say, is Simi making his way up into 7th place.
Yeah.
Let's just go down the grid. Have we got anybody making any moves? Everybody again, single file.
Yeah, I think in the rain, like you do need to be that little bit more careful.
As Cody takes a very, very tight line as he comes down the back straight. It's got a nice slipstream here on Jack. There's V2 as well. Mikey's left the session. Not quite sure why that is.
Oh, someone's
And
gone.
there's Jack off in the...
Yeah, Jack.
Managed to keep it away from the wall though. Unless he's going to clip the wall now. No, he doesn't. He managed to keep it clear of the wall. And he's going to get back up and running. But he's going to have to be very close. His teammates behind. So it looks like Mikey's desynced from the...
Yeah, I'll set up a
quick
invite
invite.
back
Yeah.
in.
I don't think the team that are having the most unluckiest start first 5 races has to be in that McLaren pair.
It must be, yeah. That's do you know what's interesting? Probably 3 of the top teams, other than Red Bull, all had issues there at the start. So the 2 Mercedes, the 2 Ferraris, and the 2 McLarens.
Yeah. As we have a pass there between V2 and Cody. V2 seems to be on a charge after a very disappointing qualifying session. He is one definitely to look out for. And Simi seems to be tucked in behind, very, very close behind Golf Maniac. I hope there's yellow flags in sector 1.
Yeah, Core and V2 having a little bit of a fight.
Again,
And Cody.
is this... Oh, that's very, very core around the outside there. Can he make that one stick? With Cody up on the inside, it looks like Cody's just going to have to concede that place.
Yeah.
Again, there's a Mercedes taking a dive. It seems to be a massive queue behind.
Ooh.
Cody
who's that
takes
off,
out.
Cody?
Cody takes out a advertisement board.
Yeah, having a little bit of issues. Gibbo, maybe a little bit of a tap there on Tom as he's trying to squeeze his way through. I think the car's really struggling with the heat in the tyres to get the grip down.
I think definitely Cody was definitely struggling with something there.
Yeah.
We're getting a bit of a glitchy there.
No.
Cars are sliding. Yeah, it's the rain. It's just rain, isn't it?
Yeah.
As Gibbo and Golden Flame look like they're going around Maggots and Beckett's very, very closely. Again, Tom and Extinct. Everybody's very compact in this. They're in groups of 2s currently. At the front of the grid, though, I would like to say is Cornish is matching Dodo's pace currently.
Yeah, he's not getting too far away.
No, he has, and which then unfortunately has sort of made Footy, Cornish and Rab sort of drop off the pace as Cody puts a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh,
and DNF.
retired. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Does it hit the wall in the pit lane?
It's possible.
It is in the pit lane entry.
Yeah. Definitely having issues.
Yeah, we do need this to dry up pretty quick is what I would say, because this is not helping the 2 McLarens at the back of the grid.
No. They need a safety car, I feel.
Yeah. Cody's left the session due to
The DNF.
the DNF.
So,
Thank you very much. Yep. Another close battle with Golf Maniac, Simi, V2 and Core here. I think Core seems to have just dropped off the pace a bit. I don't know whether he's had a slight issue. But he does seem to be a bit under pressure with Golden Flame and Gibbo there.
yeah, it doesn't look like there's any damage on the car.
No, it doesn't, no. However, the game does like hiding damage, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I wonder maybe he's got set up for a dry setup as Gibbo tries to go for an overtake into Maggots and Beckett's. This is silly.
Oh, he had a slide, but he kept it. He kept it, he held. That is not the best place to be wanting to overtake.
No.
It can be done.
Or the straight.
It can be done.
It can be done.
But
you know, sometimes you got to pick your battles, and picking the overtake down the street's much more safer than trying to go too wide through Maggots and Beckett's.
it is, definitely. Dangerous Dodo and Cornish absolutely obliterates. He is on the charge. I think he just lost a couple of tenths coming out of the last corner, but he is on a charge here. It's Cornish. He cannot afford to let the championship lead increase too much in the way of Dodo. It's just on board with this with Gibbo at the moment.
Civi and V2 and Golf Maniac all swapping position. Are they 3 wide?
No, I think Simi was at the back of this. Was at the front of this group, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little tap there from Simi and
that's
V2. Oh, but there you go. See, that's what you need to do. Simi realised that it impeded and handed the place to V2.
Yeah.
Sometimes, however, Simi is just too good for his own liking. And too nice for his own liking.
Yeah, but that's the right choice. Like, if we were doing live stewarding, that would probably be, hand back the position.
Yeah.
So...
Definitely. But it's nice that they're making these decisions all on their own.
Yeah.
Nice, respectful racing. Going on track with the closest battle currently is Rab Hamilton and Cornish Mantis. Rab seems to have put on the charge. Is he going to go dive up the inside here? No, he thinks otherwise of it and waits for the next straight.
Yeah.
Stevie, good evening. How are you? Stevie's in chat. It's very nice.
Welcome in, Stevie.
It's a shame he's not racing. Is he still in Gibraltar?
I think he is. I think he says he'll be back on the 24th. And then
Okay.
he might be able to race the rest of the season, hopefully.
Ooh.
We'll throw him into some car.
Safety car.
Yeah.
That's where everybody should start off.
Yeah. Learn how to drive in the rain.
Yeah. There is a dry line, and I believe, from what I can see personally, the rain has stopped.
It has stopped. I think we'll be switching over to dries very soon.
There was a very distinctive dark line there appearing on the racing line.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how the game determines that racing line. How does it work that line out? The mechanics on that must be so in depth.
I'm guessing it takes, how many cars have gone over this certain area. Because I would actually love to try it if we got everyone to race off the driving line and see if it appears off the driving line.
Yeah,
or
you
if it
see.
is,
No, that'd be interesting. But you'd have to
Or
go
if it
very
is-
fast off the racing line.
yeah, or if it is just set like that. Because I know Gran Turismo has its own dynamic racing line, so it actually clears up wherever the cars drive over.
I'm sorry, Stevie. Or am I? Who knows?
Oh, extinct. Looking to put pressure on Tom here.
We also have a battle for 9th with Core, Golden Flame and Gibbo. Very, very close.
Get on board with that then.
Yeah, I think I've just jumped on board with Core, who is under pressure. Slightly.
Core has made a second or so up on Simi. Skibble gets a little bit loose and drops back a little bit from this battle.
See, Simi has absolutely improved his consistency. It's fantastic this season. It's been actually a pleasure to watch him. And I know that his confidence in the back end of last year's game was very low. As Golden Flame picks up a 3-second penalty there. But he is going to get an absolute mega toe there, and hopefully under braking should take the inside line up on Core. But Core's going to take the wide line and does have the tighter inside. Oh, that's a bit... We were talking about crashes, and there is one.
I didn't see that now. Was he squeezed?
He was very much squeezed. Not a lot of room there.
That's unfortunate. That'll probably be in the steward's office after.
As our wonderful stewards are going to be busy tonight and tomorrow. Simi does love mixed conditions, and Simi has been a pleasure to watch. He was struggling in the back end of last season with the confidence in the game, confidence in himself. He had a lot of going on in his life. And do you know what? This season just come out the blocks. I love it.
Yeah.
It's focused.
It's good to see. I think they did maybe about 3 hours of practice earlier.
It's just crazy.
Which is quite a lot of practice. A lot more than some people do.
Yeah, I just turn up.
Yeah.
That's my Gran Turismo's turn up.
Yeah, it's... No, it would put Simi in his F1 lead, and he's really been doing a good job of getting everyone in a practice lobby on race day.
Yeah. And from what he was saying, and from what a lot of the lads have been saying, good group of people. It's what you need. It's what people are needing.
Yeah.
We've built a community. We're a growing community. And it's helped as V2 picks a 3-second time penalty for track limits there. It's what you need. It's a community. Yeah. Friendship.
Exactly. Sometimes it's okay for the racing to come secondary. When you just need to chat with someone.
Correct, yeah. Back stronger. Simi has come back stronger. He has, definitely. In fact,
V2
all of them have.
right on the back of Golf Maniac now, sorry.
He's not. I'm on board. We are on board with this.
He's
These
so
two.
close. Oh, don't go for it.
They're going to go side by side for Raggers and Beckett. Is it going to come out? Who's going to come out on top? Is there a bit of a tap there? All I have is a right-hand side view. I'm not quite sure.
I think V2 realised there, it's like, I've made a mistake, let's wait.
It's a no-go area. It's not a no-go area. He does have a lot of straight line speed coming out of back straight, though. He is going to get up the inside. He is. Are there going to be enough room?
A little bit of my setup.
There is enough room there. But Golf Maniac does have to go off the track to keep it clean,
Yeah.
I say. Clean?
That's an overtaken away for V2. 7 places made up in this race.
Crazy. He did have poor, and he did have a purple last sector there, the V2.
Yeah.
So again, the pace is there.
Very quick. And I think we're getting very close to the swap over stage now.
It is, and we should see the front runners in first. I'd like to see Cornish in first.
Yes.
Just
No.
there. Oh, Tom picks up 3-second time penalty for corner cutting.
Because in the past we've waited for the DRS enable to appear before pitting, but it doesn't work like that in this game.
No, I think the world of F1 gaming seemed to have cottoned on to that being the crossover.
Yeah.
And that was the perfect point to change. When you saw that, you're in. When you saw it close, you're out. You know, it's... Yeah.
Yeah, this is a tasty little battle for third now.
For third.
Mantis is chasing down Footies
Footy,
right
yeah.
behind them.
These are very
good exit here.
Very good friends, Footy and Cornish. Bit of DRS. Who's going to get who under brake in here? That is absolutely fantastic racing there. Footy taking the wider line. Can Cornish take the inside line? A bit of a cheeky push, but nothing harmful there at all whatsoever.
Mantis.
You know, switcheroo there from Footy. But
yeah, I think Mantis was trying to set that up, but Footy did well there to defend the middle of the
however,
track.
this has brought Rab straight in there. He was a second. He's getting a lot of time there.
Yeah, this
So
is what happens when you fight for positions.
It is there. As Steve was saying, it is good to see Rab back. Seems to have been a bit missing. Oh,
no,
Footy! We just found out his own Achilles heel is spinning.
Yeah. But he didn't lose too much time there. He's still in this fight.
He is. It's just tucked him back in behind Rab. It looks like this is going to be a straight overtake. Bit more straight line speed there. Footy is on a charge. That is absolutely livid with himself.
Yeah. And that's without DRS as well.
I think there's a bit of ERA. Oh, he's going to lose it again. He has.
Oh no.
He has. He's his own worst enemy, is our Footy.
That's unfortunate. That was good racing. He'll get back up there, I think. He just needs to be careful with the other cars coming through. He's slot back in.
Yeah, I think he's just going to push himself behind Golden Flames. Golden Flame goes wide there as well as he's hunting down Simi. This looks like this is going to be very tight as Footy does have to back off.
This track's
slightly.
looking very dry now.
It is. Oh, there we go. Dangerous Dodo is in the pits, followed by Cornish. Let's see how and what these tyre choices are for the two front runners. Is this going to be a bit of an effect? I'm surprised we didn't see somebody in the lap before.
Yeah, we're seeing everyone in, and oh no, the Alpha Tauris are going to have to double stack. Is there enough of a gap?
In and out for Dodo on the hard tyres. So there we go. It's what you predicted. What you didn't want to see is a one-stop race. They're going to go to the end on these.
Yeah.
Anybody in the further midfield going to pick up a set of mediums maybe?
I'm just looking at the tyres now. Everyone is going on hards. Simi has stayed out.
So is Golf Maniac.
V2 didn't lose too much time there. He maybe lost about 2/10 with that double stack, so that's played out pretty well for him.
So
Golden Flame has gone on to the mediums.
Interesting.
As has Gibbo, Extinct, and Core.
So the people that are going to lose out the most here are the people that stayed out, which is Simi and Golf. However, they were probably at threat of the double stack.
Yeah.
Because behind Golf now, he's holding up Cornish. Cornish does not need this. He could definitely be doing without this. He's going to take a move up the inside.
Yeah.
There we go, yeah. Just too much grip there for the hard runners.
He has lost a little bit of time there, about 2.2 seconds.
But he was 1.5
Behind
seconds
now.
behind him, so he's lost about half a second, I'd say.
Yeah.
Which is not what you need.
No. And will Dodo catch Simi before Simi pits?
Let's jump on board with that. I think Simi's just coming to the end of the lap as Dodo puts in the fastest Sector 2 of anybody so far.
Yeah.
The sector times are going to plummet. Now we've got a dry track. As Simi dives
Simi
into the
does
pits
go in.
and gets out of the way of Dodo there.
And he does get breaking time. What about Golf Maniac? Golf Maniac's coming in too hot. Yeah, that's the 5-second penalty. That's unfortunate. But yeah, this releases Dodo and Cornish now. 1.8 seconds, so not too much time lost.
No, and it does seem that Cornish is picking up the pace a little bit. Again, consensus with the lads is this is the track that you want to be at.
Yeah.
This is a track that everybody puts the most times. Gibbo sets the fastest lap of the race. Their mediums are working a treat. Again, there's only 15 laps left. I think the mediums would have been and are the better race tyre.
This is going to be interesting because it's very mixed now. Half the grid's on hards and the other half's on mediums. Now, if we get a safety car, like I suspect most people will jump in for softs. But where does this put everyone? Oh, Asfooty is spun again.
Oh dear, Footy.
On the kink as well, so he's struggling to get back onto the track.
See where it's to jump down all the way. Do you know what? The man that just needs a bit of a confidence boost and a podium would have been Footy.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but hopefully he can recover.
Yeah, hopefully.
We never got Mikey back, so I don't know if he did actually leave or if he is just desynced.
I wouldn't suspect he'd left.
No.
As we see Jack. See, it's just put Jack out of sync, that little instant that they had at the beginning.
Yeah.
Just cannot make the ground as Dodo on them hards. Picks up the
thing
fastest
is,
lap.
Everyone's still pretty close. You know, like a mistake will drop you from maybe 6th down to the back of the grid.
True, as we got an overtake there with Golf Maniac and Core, and another overtake with V2 and Extinct.
Yeah.
You might want to get on board with that Extinct. They still seem to be side by side. They are.
V2 very aggressive around the outside.
V2, well, he has picked up the pads. Jack picks up a 3-second penalty.
Yeah.
V2 needs to be aggressive because he needs to clear that penalty, but then he also needs to be wary of it slipping and sliding. But there is a difference in tyres here. V2's on the hards and Extinct is on the mediums.
Yeah.
So with V2 being the more cautious of the tyre choices.
And we do have DRS enabled now, so
That
that should be a
looks like-
straightforward overtake.
It is.
Yeah.
Unfortunate that it's too straightforward. But,
It is. It's very powerful at times.
but then that could give V2, if he can keep up on them hard tyres, in theory, should be okay.
Yeah.
Tasty battle going on for the last point with Core, Golf Maniac, and followed by Footy now.
Yeah.
Footy's
He's gone down a few places, but he's still in the hunt for points.
he is.
On the slower tyre, though.
How consistent is Dodo? His times 1:31.3 before 1:31.3 is just slight improvements. His pace is just so consistent.
Yeah, as Footy does get the move made. And that's basically a slipstream battle down the, is that the Hanger Street?
Yep.
The back street, yeah.
Yeah. So next on Footy's list is Core.
Yeah. I do think Footy's got the better setup here. It's just the hard tyre and the medium's gonna like...
As he runs ridiculously wide, but he does pick up the fastest lap by 2/10.
Yeah, that's very strange.
So the charge that is on here, 2/10 faster than the leading two, but considerably amount faster than the rest of the grid.
Yeah. I wonder, did he drop a little bit of wing when he was in the pit?
maybe. See, me personally, I'd probably just run a dry setup. As the sun is out at Silverstone, I'd just run a dry setup.
Yeah, I wouldn't take the risk. I'd put a bit of extra front wing on and then take it off in the pit stop.
So V2 and if V2's not being able to hang on as much as I thought he would, as Gibbo picks up a 3-second time penalty. So the penalties are racking up slightly.
Yeah.
At the, well, it's a mixture of the grid actually. Got a couple at the front, a couple at the middle, and a couple at the back.
I think this is going to be one of those things where it's like, can the mediums last to the very end and keep the pace? Because the hards will. And they're going to get faster and faster as the cars get lighter.
And if not, how much are they going to drop off? As Core is under pressure by Footy. Footy just had a bit of DRS down the back straight as he comes through.
Very late on the brakes.
Yeah, into club. Coming out of there, can he get a nice exit here? Can, bit of desync, glitch in there.
It's nice of him to keep it on the track this time.
Slight lift. Footy picks up 3-second time penalty. A bit dodgy. This track sometimes. Track limits are very strict around here. With it being such a wide track, you feel like you have a lot of room to run off to, but the white lines do come up at you very quickly.
Yeah. Footy will have the DRS open, yeah. Might not get in this, but if he can keep up with Core, down the back straight will be where he'll make the most time.
As we saw with Core's setup from Canada, he loves the straight line speed.
He does.
He loves to believe in his ability to get that car turned in, so he gives himself as much straight line speed as he possibly can get away with, which makes it very difficult to overtake.
Oh, it's a good exit from Footy.
Simi picks up a 3-second time penalty in the middle of that. Can he just follow him and make sure that he's within the time he needs to be in? Core's entrance and exit into Maggots and Beckett's looks very, very smooth.
It was good, but it wasn't as good as Footy's.
No, this is going to be a slam dunk, this, for DRS.
Yeah, Footy's speed is unreal.
Yeah. And this is strange, though, with the medium tyres of Core. I thought it'd be more... Give up a
Core
bit
is struggling there.
It does look like it. It does. Yeah. However, that does promote Footy into a points position.
With a penalty, though.
So far.
Of 3 seconds. Golf Maniac on 8 seconds. Tom on 9.
So people have been picking up, been a bit naughty going around.
Yeah, as Footy almost loses it again.
It's a tad naughty, that. As you see, Footy's running quite low to the ground as well. As it's scraping on the floor.
And these two are going to join this battle up ahead. There's just like a little group of cars.
There is. Simi V2.
And Extinct. Extinct's had a really good recovery.
He has, from what was effectively the back of the grid, right?
Yeah. The same as Gibbo.
Fenton picks up a 3-second time penalty. How Fenton would like to see himself in the points again.
Yeah. I think he got unfortunate as well. I don't know what happened in the first lap, but I'm sure we'll see it eventually.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't have replays. Sorry, I'm not that... in fact, I did have it all set up. I did. And then it all went terribly wrong.
Yeah. No, I don't think even we picked it up on the replay. I think we just seen cars off.
As the crowd are going wild for some reason, as Golden Flame puts in the fastest lap of the session so far.
Flags. Who is that? Oh, that's V2.
V2 is dropping down the order. Promoting Footy and Core back into the points. It doesn't bring him that too far out, though. On the P11.
Only P11. Well, he's got 2.8 seconds to make up now, and he's got Golf Maniac right in behind him. Plus, he also has the penalty. So
up at the front, we still have Dodo, followed by Cornish, and now Cornish Mantis in P3 with a 12-second gap to the front two. So them two are showing that they're very strong now in the dry.
yeah.
With Rab Hamilton and Gibbo running up the top 5. Golden Flame, Extinct, Simi and Footy and Core rounding up the points positions. with V2 just losing 4 places there. The Golf Maniac, Fenton, Tom, Jack are the remaining drivers. We have 1 DNF so far, it's Cody, which happened in the pit lane. We have no idea what happened.
Yeah, I don't know if he did catch the pit lane or not.
It
Jack
was raining.
coming after Tom here now, so can he catch him?
Yeah, so 6 tenths. He seems to be about the closest people on the track with the core. Footy actually close, but different lines there, as you can see. Jack taking quite a wide line. It looks like he's got a fantastic exit here. Bit of DRS assistance.
Yeah. Go around the outside. Good defend from Tom.
It
Jack
is.
got the move made, so pretty straightforward. Jack moves up into 14th place.
Tom, another one that's surprised me a bit this season when he's been about.
Yeah, he's got good pace.
With his pace, yeah, and his driving style has improved.
Yes. Oh, that's a good thing. I got him to reset all of his steering controls. Yes, he's much smoother with the steering now. So, yeah, he's looking a bit smoother.
As there's been a swap of position with V2 and Golf Maniac. Golf Maniac been a bit of a charge here. But again, difference in tyres.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
they're
V2 and Golf Maniac are fighting it out.
just going through Luffield now, yeah. There is inches between them. Inches. This is going to go terribly wrong. Please do not go too wide. They are.
Oh,
That's how
a
you
good
do
overtake.
that. V2
Yeah.
does pick up a 3-second time penalty, however, for cutting the inside. Wish you could remove stuff like that sometimes and say, yes, but come on, they were fighting.
Yeah. Well, we can turn off strip, you know?
No, because then you can really tip the mick.
Yeah. But then that's putting the trust in the drivers not to.
It is.
Footy right on the back of Sibby now.
That's
2 Red Bulls.
Is there been a bit of team orders coming along here?
Are they on the same tyres?
Hards
No.
for Footy, mediums for Simi.
Yeah.
So as it comes for pace, Simi just lets his teammate go. That's the right thing to do. The battle here is with Core, I think, for Footy.
Footy's
Cutting
taking
the grass.
alternative lines today. Score will make up a place here. It seems.
He does.
Does Simi fight
Up
it?
the inside line. No, I think he just let that one happen
Oh,
as well.
oh,
He's coming back to the inside
wait.
line.
Is he? Is
No.
he or is he not?
No.
No, Footy.
Oh man, come on, Footy.
I think Footy doesn't have enough downforce in his rear wing. Simi's going to send it down here.
That's again a fantastic move.
Well done, Simi.
I like that. You guys could do it better than the pros. Hamilton and Verstappen didn't even manage that one.
Yeah. Simi just proving that the Red Bull does go around that corner.
Oh, we're gonna have a start. We're going to Monza this season.
I think. Are we? I don't know. Let me check the calendar. You're still
Simi
finding
has
out
just
what's
taken an
good.
inside dive without DRS. So Core had DRS.
That's crazy. I think Core's running a wet setup here. Because he definitely is down on pace. We do head to Monza. We've got Spa and Monza coming up. And then Suzuka.
Do we think that the Mercedes and the Red Bull can get through the first corner together?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so we've Spa, Monza, Suzuka, Miami, and Abu Dhabi.
Oh, that is
the second half of the season.
That is a 5-race back-to-back thriller.
Yeah. Now, our long-term weather report does say that it's raining in Suzuka.
Oh. How far long term are we looking here? It's more than 10 days, right? 10 days extended forecast.
Like a month away. it might change before that.
How do you know this, Ninja?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Ha ha ha. Anyway, Stevie, what's going on with Footy? Honestly, I think he's just having a bit of a rough time with the game, that is.
Yeah, I think it's just the setup. These cars are like very sensitive, I think. But once you nail that setup, they drive beautifully. So I just feel that it isn't, the balance of the car just isn't there.
However, as we saw with Alonso and Stroll, they're not like paper aeroplanes.
No.
They will pop a wheelie and then kindly come back down to earth.
Yes. What was the series? Was it Le Mans?
The flying flip where it went over the barrier.
Yeah.
Silver. That was a silver Mercedes, wasn't it? They went flying over the barrier.
It was. That was crazy.
And then, obviously, what happened with Mark Webber? They went flying in the air, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he flip it? Did he do a full 360 flip?
I'm not 100% sure if he did or not.
He definitely got airborne. 100% got airborne.
That was in Australia as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Thankfully, we don't see too much of that these days because the cars are built not to go over other cars, which is nice, with a much lower nose and everything.
But this year, I feel there has been an increase in height in the front wing, as Golf Maniac picks up a 3-second time penalty. The front wing seems to be sitting slightly higher.
Yeah, the front wing's higher, but I think the nose is still the same height. So it's just the way the front wing's kind of further back a little bit. As Core gets a really good exit there, and he's going to be right in the back of Simi.
He is. It looks like this is going to be an outside, around the outside. But Simi again, better straight line speed. Simi can compensate with having a poor exit.
Yeah. No, they're both on medium tires.
They are, yeah.
Yeah. While we're watching this, we've got the two Mercedes just ahead of them fighting it out as well.
We do, and we have Marcus in the chat that says there's a 1957 Le Mans in a Mercedes 300 that went SLR that went aeroplane mode. It did. It definitely went over the wall and into the trees, didn't it? They had to go looking for the car.
Yeah.
It was that.
Well, I think this is earlier, 1957.
Yeah.
Because that other Le Mans was like early 2000. So is this another one? 300 SLR?
Yeah. Just watch the clip. It goes flying.
It's crazy. Cars are not meant to fly.
No, definitely not. And they're not meant to explode like the sausage curb exploded the... Was it BMW? At Spa? Or was it a Porsche?
I think it was a Porsche. Was that at Monza?
Was it Monza? Was it Monza?
Yeah, Monza. Yeah, the second chicane.
Yeah. Exploded the door and the floor.
Yeah. Rab has caught up with Gibbo.
He has. And we are staying on board.
Gibbo is closing down to Cornish. So the battle for third is getting very close here. Only 4 laps to go. This race is flew in.
Flew in or flown? 3-second penalty for Footy. Didn't we have this conversation before, didn't we?
Yeah.
we have. Yeah. Or was it Tom the other that picked up the other 3-second time penalty?
Oh no, Tom and Footy picked up 3 seconds at the same time.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, Simi is definitely 100% running a lower rear wing. Yep. 100% you can see it. How he's managing to... But Core is managing to keep in the DRS area, but can't get past him.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Simi is running my setup that I put in Discord.
Right.
Which is like, I think it hits over 200 mile an hour down the straight.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the straights are not very long here.
No. I kind of want to see what he reaches here. I'm just going to turn on telemetry when he comes down the back straight, because I do think it reaches nearly 200, maybe more.
Penalties are ruthless around here. Marcus, they are.
Yellow flags. That is a Red Bull off.
It is Footy.
Footy. Yeah. Footy with another spin. Lance up into 12th. Jack up into 13th now. Alright, let's see what Simi's speed can get up to here. Yeah, 196 mile an hour.
That is very quick.
Yeah.
Just on board with the... Oh, it's Gibbo has taken a pit. I wonder if that is either for damage or fastest lap.
car has come into the pit. Is the mediums going off?
What was Gibbo running?
Gibbo was on the medium as well. That's
Very
very
interesting.
interesting. Like, Coors picked up a 5-second penalty. Gibbo's swapped to the soft, so is he going for fastest lap? I don't think that makes any sense.
No, that's pushed him on the brink of being out of the points here.
Yeah.
But he's only 8 tenths behind B2. I'm just on board with Extinct and Golden Flame. Extinct is just backed off about a bit of an issue there. Again, it does look like these mediums are not working very well at the moment.
No, I'm guessing they're going to hit their drop-off with a couple of laps to go, and this could drop out Golden Flame, Extinct, Simi, Golf Maniac out of the points, possibly. I don't think we have enough time to work out the math in our heads with all these penalties about who's going where.
No,
So
I think we'll let the game. I think the person who's probably going to make up a bit of ground here is going to be Rab. Might sneak in a bit of a podium position here, which is a bit unfortunate for Cornish Mantis because could be doing with that.
Yeah.
He's another one that struggles with the old spinneroos.
Yeah.
As Gibbo does make a place up there on V2 straight away, so that's out the pits and made a place.
Yeah. It's just those softs so much quicker than the hards.
It is. So the only couple of runners that do not, as a switch there between Tom and Core as well. So again, yep. Simi has made a place on Extinct. Where does that one come from?
Yeah, 2-lap fresher tyres. Because Simi did stay out an extra lap on the inters.
It did.
So maybe this will play into Simi's hands at the end, and that extra 1 lap is enough to get him to the end.
He's taken nearly 2 seconds out of him out of 3 or 4 corners.
Yeah, these other medium runners might be struggling.
3 tenths in 1 corner. Simi is going to be well out of his way of his 3-second penalty.
What's the penalties like? Yeah, 3 seconds for Golden Flame as well, so if Golden Flame picks up another penalty, it could be very interesting towards the end.
It could be, yeah. Anyway, so the only runners that currently do not have any penalties are Dangerous Dodo, Cornish, Rab Hamilton, Extinct, and Mikey. But Mikey's obviously not with us.
Yeah. Simi's cleared Extinct now for the 3-second window.
Yes, 3.3 and climbing. So the staying out on the inters and being a bit more painful on them inters has helped him out.
Yeah. Extinct's front wing is bouncing all over the place.
Is it?
Yeah, maybe it's just my screen, but if you go on board,
Yep.
it's like very bouncy.
No, it seems pretty solid on my screen.
Oh, okay, it must be
As
mine.
Gibbo's going to go up the inside here. Doesn't even look like it's going to be too wide. He's going to get the move done before the end. Does. Definitely Extinct is struggling. 100% struggling.
Yeah.
The medium tyres have well and truly had enough. As you can see, you can't see the grinding, but you can see the line in the tyre.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we don't have the information on tyres.
No, it's a bit of a, yeah, sad that.
Yeah. Golden Flame's got a lot of battery. Is he going for the fastest lap here?
I think it's in
drained it a
no
bit.
man's land. Just go on board with them, see if he can get any purple sectors. He is just coming up into the 3rd sector now. Doesn't better his sector 2 time there. So no, maybe just using it to defend from Simi. Simi probably closing in on him very quickly.
Yeah.
As Dangerous Dodo is in and around his last lap.
He is. Where is he? He's coming through.
Just coming left field, yeah. Just going to hit Cops. As he's going to take Maggots and Beckett's for the very last time here, just before the mid-season break. He is going to take 5 from 5 if he can keep it all nice and tidy through here. Smooth as she goes. Oh, nice little downshift there. Hooks the exit
Keeps the car nice and balanced
of
for
Chapel.
the exit.
Hanger straight. Nice. Hanger straight. Quick short break and into Stowe. Through Vale. The very last time. He's going to nail Club as he manages to keep Cornish at a 7 seconds drift from himself. Absolutely smooth as she goes through Club to take the checkered flag. And there we have it. Race 5 goes to Dangerous Dodo. It's on absolute... Cornish does pick up P2 there. I think there is going to be a swap between... Let's just go on board with Rab. I think there will be a switch here as soon as Cornish does hit the checkered flag. Let's have a look to see if he was within. As V2 picks up another second time penalty. There we go. And Rab does pick up the last podium position with Golden Flame. Closely followed by Simi. These were just slightly behind.
Oh, Gibbo spun.
Gibbo has in the background. I think I just caught that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He was catching Simi. I think he might have maybe got down the inside of Simi.
There we go. As Golden Flame picks up P5, close followed by Simi P6. Let's jump on board with Gibbo. Oh, it's Gibbo! Crashes out, but does not manage to hold on to his P.
No, that spin cost him a position because of the penalty.
Oh dear.
So V2 in 9th. Oh, Lance just losing out.
This Golf Maniac does pick up
the final point.
The final point. They were saying these two, Golf Maniac and Fenton, there was 3/10 between them across the line.
Yeah.
They were saying that their timings are extremely close, and you can see.
That's crazy.
That's the game's driver of the day. It does good to Simi. Well deserved. If anybody else has got anything to say about that in the chat, please let us know. But I agree with the game there. I think Simi had a fantastic race. But absolutely dominated by this man who's just going to take the top step of the podium.
Oh, he's got the... I don't know what it's called, but it's that celebration. I don't know where it even began. I'm not glued up on the whole social media or whatever.
No, I believe there has been a few updated.
Yeah. But that's another win for Alpine and for Dodo.
It is. Unfortunately, though, it looks like Dodo, throughout the beginning of the season, is going to take all of the points for Alpine so far, with Cody not managing to make a single point there for Alpine tonight.
Yeah.
Right then, let's jump over to Discord, shall we? And push on our post. As we wait for the drivers to join us in EL commentary box. Are we moving down to the
moving on
podium channel? Where is that?
Here, top 3 podium chat.
Do we have a podium channel?
Yeah, we do. It's in the commentary, just below this.
Oh, it is. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We'll just wait for the other two to join.
Yeah.
Stretch me back.
A solid race.
Just wait for Cornish and... Oh, Dangerous Dodo. There we go. There we go. Cornish is here.
Shalom.
Hello.
Good evening, Cornish.
How are we?
Alright. I'm alright. I'm alright.
So we start with 3rd. Wait for Dodo to get in the meantime.
Yeah, just a quick note. Did you get the message from Gibbo?
I got no message from Gibbo.
Okay, can you send him the link to the charity, please? He asked me at 7 o'clock and I was already streaming. Apologies.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant now after the race.
No.
Yeah, I got that earlier.
Okay, very good. Right then, Cornish P2, absolutely fantastic drive from yourself. Looked like in the race you were in and around Dodo on the intermediate tyres, but then as soon as the hard tyres went on, it was goodbye.
Yeah,
farewell.
Guy's a wizard, man. He's rapid, as we all know, but he just doesn't make mistakes either. Which usually if somebody's faster than me, I'm quite consistent during the races. I don't pick up penalties, so I bank on that during the race. But he's got that in his locker as well, and the pace advantage. It's just during the wets, I felt like I kept up. I was within a second and a half the entire time. But then, like you say, when those hards came on, it was different.
So from our point of view, it looked like you struggled a bit in qualifying.
Yes.
Is this due to the setup, or was this just due to the people around you are very, very quick qualifying setup?
Just had a rotten qualifying, absolutely rotten. My one lap pace isn't usually my biggest asset, but I feel like it's decent around most tracks. It's usually Silverstone's one of my favourite tracks as well. I'm quite good for pace around here. I just had a bad qualifying, but a good start. Managed to jump 30, and then Gibbo spun just in front of me at turn 2. So I was right behind Dodo then. So it was just all about sticking with him for as long as I could before the pits.
It's interesting. It is very interesting. Well, congratulations on your P2.
Thank you very much.
We would like to see you on the top step sometime.
I'd love it
season.
too as well. I'd love it as well.
But it's fantastic to see you back in here again. Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys. Thanks as always for commentating.
Anything to add, Ninja, quickly?
No, just congratulations, Cornish. Very solid race. Very what's the word? Consistent.
Consistent. Yeah.
That's the word. No penalties or anything, so it's well done.
Yeah, didn't pick up a warning. Felt good. We like those. Cheers, guys.
Thank you very much. On to our 5-time winner at Simcade, Dangerous Dodo. That seemed to be yet another dominating display. Your abilities is honestly out of this world. How did that feel for you?
Thank you very much. Honestly, the comments that you guys are making me blush. Honestly, it's quite nice. But yeah, it was a good race. Cornish was very quick on the intermediates. Honestly, I think a little bit quicker than me towards the end of the stint, especially. But I had banked on a dry setup, which I was using. So once the hards went on, I think it was pretty clear that with Cornish using a more intermediate setup, I was always going to have the slight pace advantage. If he'd have got ahead of me on the inters, it might have been a very different story. But luckily, I managed to stay ahead and control it from there.
That's absolutely brilliant. Your pace just seems to be. We're on board with you as for a qualifying lap and through the last lap. Yeah, it's just so consistent. It's so nice to watch. It's majestic, if that's a word. But it's nice to see that Cornish is putting a bit of pressure on you, especially on that wet stint. You didn't look overly. You looked comfortable, but you looked slightly more under pressure than what you were in the dry tyres setup.
Yeah, he was putting a lot of pressure on me. And also that last lap, if you were on board, I was pushing on quite a bit because I wanted at least a go at getting the fastest lap back, but I was never going to get it because I think Gebo was on the soft, wasn't he? So I was still about a second off, but still I thought I'd give it a go.
Not to be horrible here, but we couldn't tell. It just looked that consistent and clean, did your lap, that we couldn't tell that you were pushing.
Well, that's the aim, I guess. Just hit the same apexes every lap, and
Yes.
that's what I strive for. I mean, I'm definitely not mistakeless. If I was, then I'd be in esports. But I do my best.
That's very nice to see. You on the top step to take 5 out of 5 this season so far. Ninja, anything for?
No, congratulations once again. I think I'm going to record that now and just press a button. For the next time.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations on winning the race.
I'm sorry.
So
Thank you very much.
I'll
guys.
tell you what.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Ninja. You can take this one.
Like what?
You can take the interview in Rab.
Oh, interviewing Rob. Yes, Rob, welcome in.
Hello.
I think this is your first race with Simcade.
It is, yeah. It was nice to join in as a reserve. Gibbo told me about it earlier this week. It was nice to get involved.
It's nice of Gibbo to let you know as well. So it's nice for you to race. How did you find the race overall?
Yeah, it was a very good race, competitive. Hats off to the front two. They were just absolutely rapid.
Yeah, we found that over the last couple of seasons. The Cornish is very quick. Dodos came in this season and just probably took it up a little bit of a notch. And I think Cornish is, trying to gain that gap back a bit, and he has been pushing as well. So maybe by the end of the season we might see it a bit closer as well. But third place, I think Mantis had a penalty, which
Yeah, there was Mantis. He had a 3-second penalty in front of me. The whole race, it was about a second and a half to 3 seconds gap between us. Just couldn't close him down. Our pace was about the exact same.
Yeah. What tires were you on there at the end? Were you on the hards or the mediums?
Yeah, the hards.
You went in the hards, yeah.
Yeah.
It felt towards the end the medium runners were maybe going off a bit. But if you were on the hards, then you probably wouldn't know. But that was a solid race for your debut race, and congratulations on the podium.
Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, hopefully we can see you next week again if you're about as well for that.
Could be.
AJ?
Cheers. Thank you.
No, all I'm going to say is congratulations.
Thank
There
you.
we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations to all three of you on a good podium at Silverstone.
Lovely,
And
champion.
hopefully we'll see you not next week, because next week's our season break. So the week after that.
Cheers,
We'll be
guys.
back
Thank
for
you
this
very
episode.
much.
No,
Yeah,
thank you very much
thank
to the three of you. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good evening,
Cheers.
guys.
And you.
Oh, well, fully deserved top three. I have to say that was a very competitive racing from the three of them. Gibbo in the chat, unlucky for himself. Congratulations to the top three there. Extinct saying great race. Fenton, congrats to everybody. Everybody's showing a bit of love for the top three. Top two haven't really changed much this season, but it's nice to see a couple people picking up the third place.
I think if you look at, we're always comparing the game to real life, but real life as well, it's like you've really only had two drivers for the last couple of seasons as well, and that, so we're very good at mimicking real life is all I'll say. So no, it's very solid racing. No safety cars, which is nice. I don't think we even had a virtual safety car tonight.
No, and I think we only really had a couple of one major on track incident, really, didn't we?
Yeah, the first lap, which is quite normal for most racing,
Yes.
especially in games. But a good debut for Rob there, picking up third.
He is. Bit of putting Gibbo to shame, really. Say that the friends, and he's showing him about us.
Yeah.
Better start upping your game, Gibbo. Otherwise, yeah.
Just a little bit unfortunate for Mantis picking up that penalty, because it was a solid drive for him as well.
It is.
But
we'll see. I think
he'll be happy with the finish, at least.
We've still got the steward in to go ahead, and we'll see what comes out of the first lap incident. But yeah, right. Well, thank you very much for joining me, Ninja. We'll just do a quick wrap up of reasons why we are here. Don't forget, guys, the link for the charity, which is Combat Stress this season, is just being posted in the bottom of the chat. If you have got any spare money, do head over and support them. Yeah. Fantastic charity.
And if you do want to read about Combat Stress, there's the link for them as well.
Thank you very much. Combat Stress link. There we go. Yeah. Also, we for the last part of the season, I've teamed up with Takona. They've been very helpful in organising, I believe, a few bits for winners and maybe some other things. But they're again getting the voice out there for mental health, doing monthly t-shirts and car and coffee meets. So check out their website. And they are a growing community just like we are. And just like us, if you'd like to get involved, check out our website, which has a link to all our social medias and Discords. And that has got everything that you need to know about Simcade, what we're doing, when we're doing it, and how we are doing. And if you want to come into the Discord, even if you want to get involved, let us know with the racing. We will be having a mid-season shuffle up. So we might see some of the reserve drivers become full-time drivers and vice versa, because people unfortunately have things to do. So again, if you want to get involved, you can. We do have other series as Gran Turismo, ACC, and our community nights as well, which is currently showing a bit of Rocket League. And if you don't want to get involved with the gaming, but do want to get involved with just being with us, then come and join us. Somebody's always around.
And just on note this week as well, we finally got a proper URL for YouTube. Wow. So it's much easier now. So it's just youtube.com/Simcade League. So It's a lot better than all of the numbers and everything.
We are going up in the
It's
world.
quite nice. Yeah, and because we are coming into winter as well, if you need a little hat or something, you can go order one off our merch store, which we don't really promote much, but all the items on there are like made at cost.
Yep.
So we don't make any profit or anything off of them. So
Just a bit of fun. Christmas coming up as well.
yeah,
Get everybody a beanie out.
yeah, why not?
Yeah. Well, I think we should wrap this up and say good night. Thank you very much, Ninja, for joining me on what has been another fantastic race and wrapped up our first part of the season.
Yeah.
So we are heading off for a mid-season break in F1. Don't worry though, tomorrow we do have GR3 and Group 3s and Group 4s.
Yeah, Group 3 and Group 4.
Back in Gran Turismo tomorrow at 7 o'clock with Group 4 first.
Group 4 first, then Group 3.
Yeah.
With commentary from Jack, hopefully.
Yep.
At Daytona, which should be quite fun.
Daytona.
Yeah.
And then
Daytona.
this week, this Sunday, sees the return of ACC. We are at, what track are we at? Zandvoort. Oof. Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. With the return of our one and only Ninja, he has rebuilt his PC and is back up and running.
So happy to be back for ACC because the racing's really fun in it.
It is. We'll definitely come and check that out because we do like that. We're not sure who's going to be doing the point of view on that, either be me or you. But we shall see. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Hope you have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you all back here tomorrow for some Gran Turismo 7.
Yeah. Catch you all later. Have a good one.
Catch you all there. Bye.